Well, hello there, blessed folks. It's been a while since I've made one of these videos. And, I've been so busy with school and finals and all that stuff, which let me tell you, thank the Lord. I'm so happy those finals are over. Oh my goodness. I feel like I need some therapy sessions after them finals. They took a little bit out of me, but I'm glad they're over with. I want to get straightforward to the point of this video. I was talking with a young man whom I've befriended recently, and he was telling me that he's been dealing with some issues of bullying. He dealt with issues of bullying when he was younger, and he's I think 20 years old now, but he's been still dealing with the scars of that because people bullied him because he was gay, and they said very evil and malicious things to him, which is not right at all. Saying that to say, I also have a personal bullying story because I feel like so many people have been bullied. Not just kids, but various people are going through it. They're being undermined by their bosses, their coworkers, their family. People that say they are friends are not being friends to them, and especially the kids that are dealing with all of these issues uh, in college and in parochial school and high school. It's really nuts when you think about it. But saying that all to say, I have my own personal testimony of I overcame bullying. I'll paint the picture for you. I'll be like Golden Girls. Sicily, 19... No, no. Um, Oak Forest, 2004. When me and my family first moved into the area of Ofo for show, as I like to affectionately call it. I know you guys aren't creepy, so I can tell you where I lived and where I still live. When we first moved out here, I was very new to the area. I wanted to make friends. I never cared about being liked, but I did want to be liked because you're 10, you want to be liked. So I wanted to make friends. I wanted to be liked. And it was my fourth period gym class. That's when I had gym class. This middle school was from fifth to eighth grade, and I started in the fifth grade. That's when we moved there. So I came right on time. And it was set up like high school. So, it was fifth through eighth, all four levels, and then, you had lockers and the whole 9 yards. So, anyways, I'm in my fourth period gym class. And then, I'm talking to this guy like, hey, what's up? How's it going? And then this guy just randomly says, word around town is because, being a 10-year-old, I didn't really have a deep voice, and I've much like I am now. I'm very bubbly and silly, and I kind of have an innocent way of looking at things. So this guy's just like, well, word around town is that you're gay, and I was like, gay? Like I didn't even know what gay was, and then I asked my dad, and he didn't laugh, but he was like, wow, kids are really saying that. So, anyways, um, the next day, I guess another guy had heard me and that young man. He had overheard us talking, and then so he just started giving me hell. Like he was really just like he just started calling me. I mean, it's a bad word. It's the F word. He started calling me like a fag and like you're a faggot, and it's like I hate you, and just spewing all this hatred and evil on me. And then like I was in shock. I would never say anything back because I didn't understand why he was doing that. So saying that to say, it all built up to this one moment because we had gym class together, as I mentioned. And more, come to think of it, this guy was probably a closet case. The more that I think about it, but that's besides the point. We were playing kickball, and I was sitting on the ground because I was just tired or whatever. So then he just comes over to me. He just starts kicking me in my leg, and like kicking my shoe. And I'm just like, it had built up from like the months because it had been months at this point into the school year. So I just got up, and I don't think actually no, I didn't get up, but no, I did get up, and then I pulled his leg, and I drug him across the gymnasium. I know that sounds very violent. Devontae did that. Yeah, I did, and it was bad, but I wasn't like confident, like, ooh, look at me, I'm getting this butt. I'm so happy. Take that. I was bawling my eyes out as I was handing out this butt whooping. That was so bad. But I was bawling my eyes out. I was just so upset and I was crying because I was, like I said, I'm very kind hearted and have an innocent way of looking at things. I never wanted anything to escalate to the point of violence. I didn't want this to do that, but that's what ended up happening. So, saying that to say, it was a very hard time, and thank goodness my gym teacher, who was very aloof to say the least, wasn't even paying attention to what we were doing. So, thankfully, I didn't get caught. Otherwise, I would have gotten suspended, and that wouldn't have been a good way to start off the school year, particularly because I was one of the few minority students in the area and the school. So, I really was not trying to start everything off on a bad note. because of my previous intentions, like I told you guys. So that was such a hard time. And then even after that, like he would still say things, but he sort of backed off afterwards. But and then I would go on to experience other things throughout middle school and even high school. Like in middle school, like this guy, like he made a sign. He's like something about genitalia, like genitalia sucker. I'm not gonna. You can sort of fill in the blanks for that. And he sort of put it on the floor and he tilted it to the way that I could see it. And I was just like, what? Whoa. And then when I realized what it was, I was so upset. And then there are other experiences. I could go on and on. I didn't get terribly bullied, but I dealt with negativity enough to let you know that don't let it bring you down. The enemy in those people, the negativity, the insecurity within those people did not like what they saw in me then and what's still inside of me now in abundance, which is the joy, the love, and the peace that I have. I'm sorry if I'm like moving side to side. I'm still learning how to work this camera. But the joy and the peace that they felt that they saw inside of me, they didn't like that. So they wanted to attack it, but they failed. And I just want to let everyone know out there, whether you're being harassed by, if you're a little person and you're being harassed by like, kids calling you gay or lesbian or you black or white or whatever, or you're dealing with people who are just being rude and nasty to you at work or, just any kind of stuff. Just know that your light and who you are is all that matters, and don't let anybody or anything take that away from you. Always be who you are, because at the end of the day, as long as you are faithful to that, you're going to find it paying off in some way, some form, some shape, in some area of your life. Being yourself and not allowing yourself to be brought down by that negativity. And truly allowing yourself to not be identified by what people say against you or about you, but by understanding that you are a child of God and that who He says we are is all that matters, which is we are fearfully and wonderfully made, we are loved, and we are created for His purpose. Excuse me, I've been talking a lot today. That's all that matters. So I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to share my testimony and hope that it does help someone. Don't give up. Don't give in. I know they say that a lot, but it's true. And I just hope and pray that you're having a blessed day, week, and that you just always stay who you are. Never allow anything or anyone in life to diminish the light that's inside of you, because God will use it to be a blessing to someone else. And more importantly, to glorify God, to glorify Himself so that other people can know who He is. I love you, and I hope you have a great and blessed, not just evening, day, but life.